Hello everyone, tonight I want to talk to you about the lottery. The lottery is a snare. That is because the lottery causes gambling addiction. And gambling addiction pulls people away from God. Gambling addiction leads to problems in a person's life. Now how many of you out here believe that gambling addiction can cause problems in your life and lead someone astray from God? That's good, we're off to a good start. My name is John Saunders. I'm a religion major at Liberty University, and I plan to show you that the lottery causes mental health problems. That's right, mental health problems. That's exactly what gambling addiction is. You say, ooh, John, what are you talking about? Mental health problems. That sounds terrible. But according to psychologist Dr. Dryden Edwards of Medicine Net magazine, that's exactly what gambling addiction is. The lottery ruins lives. That's because it leads to gambling addiction, which consumes up to 5%. That's 5% of the population of this country. Literally millions of people out there. That's a lot of people, right? 5%, millions of people have a gambling problem in this country. And the big problem with the lottery, it's so easily accessible. I mean, everybody around here is selling lottery tickets. Any store you go into, you can purchase a lottery tickets. They're right there in your face all the time. And playing the lottery is an addictive behavior. And what I mean by that is you win a little, you want more and more and more. Not that much different than drinking alcohol every day or smoking cigarettes or dipping snuff. You get a little bit, you want more and more and more. So the lottery is also a distraction. Not only is it a distraction for the individual, but for the individual's family. Things like domestic violence, lying, child abuse, even suicide. That's right, suicide. Gambling addiction has caused people to commit suicide. You know, pushing people over the edge, chasing that dream, squandering all your money to become that quick, instant millionaire causes people to go crazy. The desire for money actually plays on the poorest of society, so that's where the lottery really hits home. The very poorest, lowest class of society are the ones that play the lottery. It's not the wealthy people that play the lottery. The wealthy people don't need to get rich. It's the poor class of society that's holding on to that false dream out there. The lottery is entrapment, and what I mean by that is it places a commitment or a goal not yet reached. You know, every single week you have your numbers, right? And come Wednesday, you have to play those numbers. Heaven forbid you forget to play your numbers, you're going to miss your chance to become a millionaire. So every single week when the lottery's drawn, you're playing those numbers. So the lottery traps you. Not only does it trap you, it absolutely, because of its ease and ability to play, its ease of accessibility, it destroys your life. Now these came from Mark Griffith, Lottery and Gambling Addiction, Nottingham University, 1999, and Roger Newman, Lottery Brings Tides of Gambling Addicts, 2007. But hey, don't take my word for it. Let's see what God has to say about it. 1 Timothy 6:10, Paul says, money is the root of all evil. That's what he's warning Timothy here, that the temptation of money will lead you astray, will lead you into that trap. We're to put our hope in God, not in the material world. God did not create money. Hebrews 13:5, we're told, keep your lives free from the love of money. Wanting more and more money will never punch that ticket to heaven. We came in this world with nothing, and we will leave with nothing. Proverbs 23:4-5, David says, do not wear yourself out trying to get rich. David ought to know. David made so many mistakes in his life. But David had great faith in God and was so wise at the end of his life. You know, David knew that the material world would lead someone to harmful desires, and those harmful desires will ruin a person. Luke 12:33, Jesus says, sell your possessions, give them to the poor. What Jesus is saying here is that true love, satisfaction is only found in true love. It's not found in the material world, chasing the material dream. True love is only in true love are we satisfied. In Proverbs 28:20, David says, a faithful man is blessed, a rich one will be punished. God calls us for communion and fellowship. He doesn't call us to chase things that run opposite of him. That's the devil's trick. You know, my favorite verse, though, is Matthew 6:26, and Jesus talks about the birds of the air. This is what he says. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Who of you, by worrying, can add a single hour to their life? That sure is something to think about. The lottery and worry, that seems to go hand in hand. Those that are worried about the material world, they're the ones playing the lottery. It's really sad. As Christians, we know better. We know we are called for a higher purpose than that. We also know that we are called to combat the enemy. Well, the lottery is the enemy. That is one of the evil forces of the enemy. I'm asking you tonight, why don't we stand together? Let's all stand, join together, and fight the lottery right here in America. It's the right thing to do. Peace and God bless all of you.